It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm walking through a little village called Gale, just at the top end of Hawes. Went to bed about 10 o'clock last night because I was knackered. Good campsite that though, Bainbridge Ings campsite. Oh, this hill's steep first thing. Shower's 20p. Dead hot and dead powerful, and that's what you need when you've got an aching body. And I've got an aching body. I'm catching up with a bit of the Pennine Way this morning. I'm going a bit on the reverse direction. It's the bit that goes from Houghton and Ribblesdale to Hawes. I don't know if it's Dodds Fell or Top 10. I can remember a name called Top 10. There's one of the hills that you go over. But I'm not going all the way to Houghton, because as I get over that hill, I'm cutting through a forest, and then I'm take my own bespoke Plodders lost. I don't think there's any route. There's the hill I'm going over in a minute. Up there. Nice fresh morning. I was quite warm last night in my tent because the lady lent me a blanket from the farm on the campsite, which she did last time on the Pennine Way. Makes all the difference, a layer underneath you and then wrapped over the top. Almost missed that, I was following the road. Pennine Way. What a beautiful morning. The Pennine Way goes down through here, through a little village over there called, oh God, what's it called? I don't know, there's a pub there called the Green Dragon, Hardraw. And it goes left and then goes up there, right across that fell. I think that would be Great Shunner Fell. I can't remember off the top of my head. But when you get up there, it's absolutely gorgeous, the views. Especially on a day like today. Anyway, here's breakfast. A racer bar. They're like marathons. I was talking about marathons last time. They're now called Snickers. These are the cheapy version of them. But I tell you what, they're just as good. Mrs. gets them from Aldi, I think, and these are my go-to snack when I'm walking. Racer bars. I can't talk my mouth full. I'm speaking in a minute. It took me just over an hour to get here. As you can see in the distance over there, down there is Hawes. Great Shunner Fell. Well, I think it's called Great Shunner Fell. I can't see it on my GPS. This area here is called Steddale Pasture, and on the top, Dooley Bottom. I think I go around here. It's called Ten End, and then there's some peak ground on the top, it says. So I think I skirmish around there. I'm sure I don't go over there. tough start to a walk, that, I can tell you. God, my legs are so sore from yesterday. I'm just out of condition. If I had to have an MOT, I'd fail. Big end's gone. It's dry, the wind's a bit cool, but when you're coming uphill for an hour, you don't mind that. Fortunately, that cloud system has just hung over there all morning. The wind's blowing this direction, so I think it must be from the north. I'm just hoping the hills affect it and keep it off me. Whew. Beautiful scenery around here though. Namely because there's no people in it. God, I'm a miserable git me old age. It's funny how your tastes change, isn't it? When I was a young lad, David Bowie was my idol. Now that I'm getting into middle age, Victor Meldrew. I do not believe it! I remember from the Pennine Way this was quite a pleasant walk once you get up on the hill. Up on the hill here, that's called Dodfell Hill. That area there is called Grove Head. And if you look right in the distance, above the sunny bit, the really dark one, I think that's Penny Ghent. And I'm heading that direction, and then I'm cutting down left. If that's Penny Ghent, I'm thinking that might be Whernside. And then somewhere over there will be Ingleborough. They're the 3 Yorkshire Peaks Challenge. Don't know if you can see down here is a nice forest and a really ornate lake and a nice house down there. So I'm thinking some rich Tory sod lives down there. Not that I'm politically motivated in any way, shape or form. If the Labour were in power, I'd be saying it's some rich Labour sod in there, or if the Liberals, some, and so on and so forth. Bit cool when you stop. Still good views though. See that sun? Yeah, it's over there, isn't it? It's always over there. Why is the sun always over there? Oh look, it's over there now. While I get there, it'll be over here. Made a mistake when I was telling you that was Pen y Ghent and that was Great Whernside. As I've come over the hill, I've recognised Pen y Ghent over there. So that's Pen y Ghent. And now that you can see the flat top of this, it's obviously Ingleborough. And that is Whernside. So the 3 of them, which I think is 24 miles to do them, is the Yorkshire 3 Peaks Challenge. The Pennine Way goes down here towards Horton and Ribblesdale. As you get over the top of there, you could see the Ribblehead Viaduct. But I'm going along here and then I'm going left. And somehow down here in the darkness there's a forest. I've got to work my way through that forest into the next valley. I'm just trying to work out where I am. I think that right in the distance is Great Whernside, and then so Buckton will be down there, because if you follow the valley down here and around you come to Kettlewell and Buckton. I think I came along some of this hill in the distance here and then cut down and went up on the way out. Oh, there's people here shooting. Oh shit. Might not be able to get through the woods. They look like beaters. There's loads of them. Oh, bollocks. That's scuppered me plans. They're all up here, so the shooting must be going on down there. So I've got to get... And there was a track. I'm not fancying going down there. Can't go too far out my way. I can feel a Plodders Lost classic coming on. Looks like I'm going to be okay. They're over there, the people, the beaters, and the shooters must be at the end of the hill. I think, in fact I'm pretty sure, if you come along this valley here you get to Beckermonds and Hubberholme. And the Dales Way, I'm sure it works its way through here, along this valley. And about past Ribblehead Viaduct or nearby it. Nice road this. Don't think you can use it in your own car. It's private estate probably. I'm going down these woods here, or turning left somewhere up here down the track into these woods, and I've got to work my way through the hill and then down the other side. I'm not strictly sure that there's a route through there. You always think you can just walk your way through woods, don't you? Some of them are so tightly packed you can't get through. But I've never been beaten yet by a route, and I'm not going to start today. Okay, I'm definitely off-piste now. Derelict farm, that farm's okay. The shooters are down there. There's definitely a footpath on the map. If it's on the map, it's on the ground. And I know it goes past right the corner of this old barn and then into the woods over there. The Dales way does just cut along there. It probably cuts up that way there. Beautiful here though. It's warm when you drop down out of the breeze. Oh no, there's grouse flying around there. Don't want to get shot, do I? Must have been tough years ago living in places like this and farming. Oh, hell's bells. Here's a gateway there. I was going to climb over the broken down wall and break my neck probably. Ah, it's a mess. I can't say that there was a footpath or anyone has ever walked along the route I've just taken, which is quite strange because there is absolutely no signs that anyone ever comes up here or has been up here for donkey's years. I've got, apart from this brand new gate, there's absolutely no signs of how it's got here. There's no tracks, there's no footpath across there. And there's a new gate, and I've just spotted a yellow marker post through the woods. So that's the way I'm going, and it doesn't look like a path through there. Earlier on I came along the top of that ridge, which is the Pennine Way which carries on, and then I came along that track or down that track past those buildings in the distance. And then I've just had the most painful hour and a half walk along that tree line, but down there, that was really tough going, which I couldn't film it because I needed both sticks to help me get through it. Right, I'm off into oh God, I haven't had dinner. It's 12:30, so I've been going 4.5 hours or something like that. Going in the right direction because there's another brand new marker post behind me. I'm hoping to come across a proper track, like a forestry track that cuts through, because I've got a zigzag. Oh Jesus. I've got a zigzag, where was I? I've got a zigzag through the woods to avoid going over a big hill. Although, if it's like this, it'll be easy going over the big hill. Oh, don't you just hate that sphagnum moss or whatever it's called? You stick your foot in and sucks it in. Got to find somewhere to sit down and have a bite to eat. Not in the sphagnum moss. Tough walking. Tough 2 days. I must admit, I thought I was making good progress up on the top there. I thought, oh, it's got to be a doddle. Yellow post. Oh, it's dark in there. Look. Oh, spagma. Okay, come on. Oh, fucking shit. God, I can't see, it's a dark. Which way? That way or that way? There's no footprints that way. But this looks like a route. That's not a route, is it? Oh yes it is. Yes it is. What's going on? Oh God, I'm not supposed to be here, I don't think. Ooh. Fuck, that's slippy. Oh, you missed one there. Look at me pants. Right up to it. You can't even tell, you go to stand on it and you just sink right in. Like this stuff here looks particularly jeez, some footpath, there's crap. And I haven't come across a yellow post for some considerable time. Oh, I just pass it over. I've come across the track. Look at the state of my pants. Couple of more dips in the wood. There's a sign there that says bridle way to Beckhamons that way. I was hoping I'd be in the valley I wanted to be in. But I'm not. It's behind that thing over there. I've got to work my way through the woods over here now, around the other side of that hill. God, this is the worst route I've ever done. Everything looks so easy on the map, doesn't it? The last 2 hours have been really tough going. I'm absolutely knackered. It's 2 o'clock. I've just sat down for something to eat now. Oh, have you ever had these crinkle cup crisps? Ridge decor from Aldi. Aldi? Oh, they are gorgeous. Snack rice. I'm not getting sponsored for this, because if I was getting sponsored for something, I wouldn't be walking around these bloody hills. It's that bad. I'm having to break out some emergency supplies. I bought this last night in the pub to take back to the tent, and I was that tired and went straight to sleep, couldn't. So I've carried it all the way in. I wonder I'm tired now. Oh no. Where's the gizmo? That looks like one. This is going to go straight to my head. A bit of luck. Take the pain away. Fizz in my nose. I've got to walk up the hill behind me. You can't tell, but it's steep. It's the way I'm sat here. Just in the area just on my left is called Lord's Seat. This one here is called Plodders Seat. If I go over this hill, eventually I get into a valley, and in that valley is called Cosh. And I've seen the signpost every time I cycle past it. And I've been wanting to go there for 12 months. So the whole 2 days walking has been designed just so as I can go past some place I don't even know what's there. But Cosh, apparently the last building there's a farmhouse there. And it's the last building up the top end of Littondale, which is good because when I get over the top here at Cosh, I'm then in Littondale. And I'm a lot nearer home than I was this morning. I've still got to get there though, and I am buggered. So I'm going to finish my dinner, have a 10-minute break, scale the hill. Right, so I'm almost at the top of the hill. I have to go over the final hill for the day. And as I've come up here, it's a nice view of Pen y Ghent in the distance. I I'll just have a pan round. That's Ingleborough, and that's Great Whernside. I've come from over those hills in the far distance today. So I've just got to work my way over here, and I think I'll then start dropping down into start a Litton Dale. I hope. Anyway, I've got to the top of the last hill. The sun's just come out, as you can see. That's better. All this area up the top here is called Cosh outside. I'm going across the moors, or across the moorland, towards the trees, right in the very distance, down that valley, and that starts of Litton Dale all the way down there. Just this hill behind these trees here, that's called Burgh Gill. And when I did Penny Ghent once on one of my walks, I came round a path that you might just be able to make out on the other side, and then I went up Plover Hill, and then I walked along Plover Hill to Penny Ghent. I mentioned that hill when I was on that path. I pointed it out. I may have called it Bear Grylls. There's a lot of rain over there. That's Ingleborough. But at last, I'm on the side of the hill where the sun is at. I'm thinking another 3 hours, this nightmare will be over. Oh, I can't even bend down and pick my stick up. I knew there was caves up this dale. This one's called Cosh Head Cave. Looks like the face of a skull. And there's one over here called Wind Tunnel Cave. One of them's 270 metres long, and the other one's 375 metres long, give or take a metre. I can't remember exactly. Oh, that's slippy. There was one further back up as I came through some woods, but I couldn't be bothered to get my camera out. It's called Lante Shop Cave. People do come up here apparently, caving. Wind tunnel somewhere in here. I can see light reflecting in there, so that must be come up on the other side of the wall or something, but I can't in there. Now the debate is how I get back. I think there might be a track somewhere if I follow the Cosh Beck. I've followed becks before and it's been harder work than just going across the open ground. But I've got to go down Cosh Beck. I'll check my GPS and see what it says. I don't think it's a steep beck, it's only very small. I'd rather try and get on a track because I'm really knackered, but I don't want to waste energy trying to find a track. I'm good at wasting energy. Well, I'm in the back, so I'm going for it. hard going today. Ever since we got to those woods, it's been non-stop struggle. Not been able to do much filming because I've needed both of my sticks to get through the terrain. So folks, I've walked for 2 days, extremely tiring walk, extremely tasking, to come across this building. I think it's called Cosh Farm. I don't even know what it's called. I do know this is Cosh House, I think it is. And this is the last lived in property in Littondale, meaning starting at Littondale, you work your way all the way up to Hawkswick, you turn right, just you get to Hawkswick, you go 2.5 miles up a track, you come to this place. I can cycle to Hawkswick in about 40 minutes. I could have walked up the track in an hour and walked back down in an hour. I have some crazy ideas, you know. I thought it'd be nice to come from a different angle. Look at the water coming from under the building, isn't it brilliant? Got their own little footbridge. Oh, so that's it. Still have a name here. What's that called? King Edward. Name of his potatoes. I'm hoping this is the track home. Still got about 6 miles to go. What's the time? 4:45. 9.5 hours, something like that, been going now. Well folks, I'm nearing the end. Well, I'm not. I'm nearing the end for the video, for the purpose of filming, because I'm knackered. The last 2 days has come about as a result of me seeing this finger post. Cosh, 103/8 of a mile. This is a little hamlet called Hawkswick. I think I've been through here before on one of my walks. And because I'm very nosy, I wanted to know what was up there. So I walked 36 miles and spent 2 days to find out what's 1 3/8 of a mile up there. It's a house. I could have googled that and seen it on Google. I'm going to have to make a quick sprint. It's 5:20. I've got a table booked at Litton, the Queen's at Litton. It's Friday, steak night, 2 steaks and a bottle of wine for 30 quid. Mrs. is waiting for me all dolled up. I'm covered in shit. I can't face it. It's about 4 miles away, did I mention that? I've got 40 minutes to make it. If it ran, I wouldn't make it. This is a dead end. There's no traffic. I can't thumb a lift. There's no phone signal. I can't phone the wife. Steak's got to be well done, isn't it? I better get going. And it starts to rain. Oh. Anyway, if I don't see you before, as in the pub down here, I'll see you again. Cheers. I tell you what, stroke of luck. Just got to Halton Gill and I thought, it's 5:30, I'm never going to get a lift here and get here for 6 because it's 2 miles. And I thought, I'll thumb a lift. One car coming up towards me and I thought I wouldn't bother because it was a nice big posh Range Rover. I can't get in a car like that covered in crap. And I recognised the number plate to one of the guys off our holiday park, so jumped out in the middle and flagged him down. So I'm here with 10 minutes to spare. I'm going to tell the wife I beat her here and moan that she didn't have the nous to come along the road just in case I was really desperate. This lad here is the best landlord in the whole of the Dales, and this is the best pub in the whole of the Dales, and I'm here for steak night. I've walked here from Hawes for steak night. I've got a table booked for 6 and look at that, 10 minutes to spare. It's not, is it? You know what, I haven't got a clue. It's not Saturday, is it? It's Friday. It's got to be a Friday.
It's Friday.
Thank God for that.
What do you? What do you move yourself to?
See, what a beautiful place.